Hello, everybody.
My name?
My name is Sean.
Do you want to introduce me?
Kilroy.
Good job. Are you going to go sit now?
No.
Okay.
I keep up now. We're going to show you the screen now.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for the amazing introduction, Sean. Keys can stay here. That's fine. Okay. Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. So, as you can imagine, living with JdVS, you go off script, and here we are. Sean has decided to join me on stage. And if you were here earlier today, you saw him having a hard time getting on the bus. So we can go from two extremes all within minutes, and that's, yeah. Okay. So, for those who I haven't met, I hope I have met everyone in this room. I am Kilroy. I am the president and founder of the JdVS Syndrome Foundation, and you are Sean Kilroy. I will do the slides. Thank you.
Sean Kilroy.
Sean Kilroy. Yes. Woo! So, first of all, thank you for being here. This is incredible to stand before this room and see how many people have joined us and found our community and shared your experiences with us. We are absolutely beyond thrilled. It's not on because it's my turn to talk. Okay? So you can listen, but I'm going to change the slide. Yep. So now I'm going to introduce some people. And Dad has cake, so if you'd like to go sit and eat cake while I talk, you can do that. Okay, that's a choice you make, but you need to have a quiet voice. Okay.
I'm going to put a microphone right here.
That's a great decision. So welcome. This can be a really overwhelming experience to step foot in this room. It can also be an incredibly emotional and joyful experience, and we're here to make the most of this time that we have together. Who are we? I introduced myself. I am Kilroy. I'm also joined on the board by Rachel Horn, who hopefully you've met. Rachel, raise your hand. Thank you. Miranda Dutois, right in front of me. And Sarah Crouch, who is over there. So the JdVS Foundation is, yes, made up of the four of us and all of you who show up and help and support and give your time, your resources, your energy of sharing your life experiences with us, because that's what this is all about. It's building our community, finding a family we didn't know we had, and so that's why we're here.
Now.
So I have a question for everyone in this room. Can you raise your hand if you're a JdVS champion? Whoa. Let's hear it for the JdVS champions. Yes. Do you guys know that we are here because of you? Because you are incredible, and we are here for you. I have another question, though. Do we have any JdVS siblings in the room? And if so, can you raise your hand? What? Look around the room. That's incredible, too. Because what we know about JdVS siblings is that they are special and they are superheroes. And we are so glad that you're here, and we can't wait to spend the weekend with you. If you are a JdVS caregiver or a family member who has showed up here today to support your JdVS champion and loved ones, please raise your hand. And thank you. Thank you so much. This is so meaningful. Yes. Okay, what would you like to say? Okay. Finally, can you please raise your hand if you are someone who is interested in JdVS and the PPM1D gene and how it shows up? If you are a researcher, a scientist, a medical doctor, please raise your hand. A medical geneticist, a genetics counselor, I see you. Thank you. You being here it leaves us all speechless that you take your time out of your professional, capacity to spend time with this community, to get to know us, to get to know our needs, to get to know our struggles, and to get to know our strengths and the things that are just so beautiful about this community. So thank you so much. So I hope that everyone knows the story of how we got here, but maybe people don't, and I thought it'd be important to talk about why we are here and how we got here. So we are here because in 2017, Dr. DeVries, who I hope is in this room, there he is, back there, thank you, discovered this gene, the PPM1D gene, that unites us all as a family and brings us together. And had it not been for that identification and that publication in 2017, we would all still be searching and questioning and wondering what is going on? How do things aren't adding up? How do we find, out the core root of why our child, our individual is struggling and needs more support? So thank you to Dr. DeVries for the work that you've done and for bringing this community together. Not only that, but Dr. Curry, thank you for being here and for continuing to show up and to want to unite and connect. Dr. Curry is back there. Please raise your hand. Dr. Curry is ready to step in at any point when we find a new family who is diagnosed, who continues to show interest in JdVS and how it presents in the phenotype and wants to get to know all of our families, not just from a clinical perspective and symptom perspective, but from the whole perspective of who we are as families, what are our struggles, and I am so blessed, and we are so blessed that she is here with us this weekend, because we wouldn't be here without her. I remember my first phone call with her, who connected me to Rachel and then Miranda, and from that, just the sequence of events that has led us into this room. So thank you to Dr. Curry, Dr. DeVries. And how did we get here? It was from that 2017 publication. Yep. It was from that 2017 publication in March that led to our family's diagnosis, my family's diagnosis, in November of 2017. So it was just serendipitous that we had waited 2 years plus to do a genetic test to find out the root causes of what was going on for us. It was in 2021 that we founded the JdVS Foundation out of a desire to bring families together and a desire to push forward in understanding this symptom, the syndrome, the presentation of the syndrome, and bring families to feel like they have a community of support. So since 2021, we've been hard at work trying to connect families, to uplift families, to push for research, and to enrich the lives of those who are living with JdVS, and just to learn more about JdVS. You'll learn more about all of this weekend. This weekend is about you and what you need out of this weekend. We have families here who recently got a diagnosis, maybe a month ago, maybe 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. We have families who have been living with the diagnosis for many years. We're all in different stages of acceptance, of knowledge, of understanding, of preparedness for really the undertaking of what it is to live with JdVS. And so what we ask is just to show up with great empathy and understanding for where we're at, and to support each other, and to ask questions, and to seek out guidance, and to just show up as the community that we are, which is a community of loving, supportive, genuine people who want to get to know you and your family. So that's who's in this room. We have JdVS, caregivers, medical professionals, siblings. But let's talk a little bit about our community as a whole. I'm not going to keep this very long, so I'm going to breeze through these slides, but I do want to just acknowledge that we right now have data and information about 204 individuals across the 6 continents who've been diagnosed with JdVS. We've connected with over 300. The reason this number is lower is because 204 individuals are those who have provided us with enough contact information that we can identify gender, location, and more demographic information. The average age of our population is 11 years old, and we span 6 continents and 36 countries. Currently, the United States has the highest population, but that's followed by Great Britain and Australia. And I'm sorry to do this, Sigga, where is she? But we have one family from Iceland who made the journey all the way over here. And I just want to say thank you so much. And it has been just a joy to get to know you guys, and that you are here means the world. Not only that, we have 3 families from the UK who's made the trip this far. So thank you, because we are not just a United States community, we cover the world, and we are continuing to grow, and it's incredible. Right now, our breakdown is we're 59% male, 40% female, but that changes and grows as we get to know our community members and we get more people who are tested. We are finding that families are accessing testing more easily. Families are getting identified at a younger age. Just 2 days ago, an 18-month-old from Nebraska contacted us because they just got genetic testing. 2 years ago, for those of you who are here, we had very few little ones running around. Right? I remember Pearson was like one of the youngest, and now we have a community of little ones. If you saw them at the atrium just sitting around and hanging out, which is just remarkable and beautiful. So access to genetic testing is increasing, which is leading to more diagnosis, which is incredibly helpful, because the more that we can connect with families at an earlier age, the more that we can understand and share resources, and the less that families are leading their lives with question marks, confusion, and uncertainty and isolation. We have a an age distribution that goes from 1 year old to 77 years old. So our oldest identified individual is 77 years old and was identified in Canada through a process of genetic testing in nursing home settings, assisted living settings. And so that individual's sister reached out to our foundation, and we had a lovely conversation and learned a lot about her life. So we are not only age disparate, and we have, hi Joshi, but we have a wide variety of age. Our community on a map is right here, and you'll notice that hopefully everyone has a dot that identifies where they live. If you don't, chances are it's because we don't have you in our registry, so if you are here and you haven't filled out our registry, please do so. We are scattered across the United States and Canada and Europe as well. So we are everywhere. South America, I have more slides coming on these, but I know that we'll do that later. But what I wanted to do is not take any more of your time, because we're here to connect and get to know each other and spend time together and hang out. So I just want to run through a few logistics of the weekend and then give you time to socialize and connect with those at your table. A few reminders for the weekend. So childcare check-in begins at 8:30 tomorrow if you've registered for childcare. Please reach out to Jenny to make sure that she has your contact information and that you have all of the adults who you will allow to dismiss your child from childcare registered with her, so that you can have flexibility there. Additionally, we're fortunate enough to have our medical professionals sit for office hours tomorrow from 3:30 to 4:30. There's going to be a sign-up sheet out in the lobby, so you can sign up for a slot. We ask that you sign up for one slot at the current time, and then if there are additional times that you want to sign up for, you can do so after lunch. By you being here, we are assuming that you are comfortable with us taking photos, that you are open, and you are giving us your consent to photograph your family and use them on our social media and things like that. If you are not comfortable with that, we have an opt-out form that we would like you to sign so that we are aware of what families would like to opt out. So please see one of the four of us, Rachel, Miranda, Sarah, or myself, and we will get that for you. Tomorrow, we're going to have a big party in here, and I know that people are really excited. Yes, we're so excited. So Tammy is going to be on the panel, right? There's Tammy. Hello. And we will also have an opportunity for any JdVS champions to sign up for what we are describing as the Hall of Champions. And so what is that? That is a chance for any champion to have 3 to 5 minutes to share whatever they want with the community. It could be a song, it could be a dance, it could be a piece of art, it could just be a brief little say your name and something you like to do for fun. There is no obligation to participate, but what we do know is that a lot of JdVS champions love a microphone. And we would like to give them an opportunity to have a microphone, yes. So signups will be tomorrow during childcare, and the sitters will help your JdVS champion sign up. Additionally, we have information in your folders about 3 very important things. One is the natural history study that you're going to hear about tomorrow from Bert and Jolene, and they will be speaking on that. On the back of your program, there's a QR code that will take you directly to the login information or the page to register for the natural history study. So please do so. They will be here to answer questions. They'll present on the natural history study and why it's important, but that is available to you in your programs. Additionally, we will be doing, for those of you who were here 2 years ago, we had 3D facial imaging done. We are continuing to do that for the 3D facial imaging study. That is going to take place in the boardroom east. So out here and to your left, you'll see the boardroom east. Jolene will be set up there with her cameras and everything tomorrow after they present to start collecting images. She will have a consent form ready for you to sign. A question that has come up is if families have done this before, should they do it again? And the answer is yes. I'm told that there's better equipment and it's important to, so I see, yes, thank you. Okay, so if you've done it before, please do it again. If you've never done it, please do it. Why is it important? It helps us understand the phenotype, the presentation of JdVS for easier and more accurate diagnosis. Finally, there's a form in your folders about a project that is being run through the Boston University Genetics Counseling Program. And Lena Wollman, who is a graduate student there, is doing her capstone project on the caregiving experience of individuals with JdVS. And so there is a survey and information that you can fill out in that form. And I will talk more about that, and we will have a video to present exactly what that project is and what it looks like later in the weekend.